I fix. I fix. I fix. Hello. This was a bad idea. Alright. Hello. You ready for once? I'm on time for once. Yeah, I've gotta say the official result was Yanis beat Michael by about half a second. Hey, Nathan. The result on my end was a win for Yanis. Besides horsepower tractor I run on here, that is probably the Ursus at like 120. Let me check. 95, 117. Yeah, it's the Ursus at 117. Hello, simulate. Just so we're clear, Sim, I am streaming. I am not Landy. You are not confused. It is me streaming. I fix. Apparently I was fuming. I wasn't fuming, I was confused. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? There we go. So, fun fact, my playback on my dashboard is completely broken because YouTube are clearly doing YouTube things. As if you're talking to Landy in the third person. That was so bloody funny. For those of you that don't know, was it Monday it happened? When I started it late and Sim just suddenly out of nowhere started streaming over me. Not only was that not planned, it was Tuesday. Yeah, that was legitimately Sim talking to Landy on Facebook and thinking Landy was me. There was no joke there. That was Sim being an idiot. Can I fit up this road? Does it fit? Does it fit? Can I make it fit? Can I make it fit? I can make it fit! I can't make it fit. I wasn't in the best of health on Monday. Am I from Tipperary? Yes. What made you think that? Wasn't the Tipperary jersey I'm wearing? Sim is still rusty, it seems. Sim is always rusty. No header trailer. I mean, I can tell I don't have a header trailer on this. I could get one. But that would remove half the fun. Yes, it was. Yeah, I mean, not many people not from Tipperary would wear a Tipperary jersey. Oh, that is the only way up as well. Back to the shop we go. Yeah, well, this is on its way back. Let's have a look at some header trailers. Because I've got to do some shopping here. Where are the header trailers? Headers. Where? Ah, there we go. Is there one for the class? There's one for the class. Ooh, 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 with a warning light. Yes. And I want, yes, chunky boys. Where am I trying to get to? The farm? Field 24, which is all laneways, so yeah, I need the header trailer. I think it's 24 I need to get to. Might be 20. Oh, it's 20, which I still need header trailers for. You're from that was very nice, Cornwall. Let's get a header trailer for this, and then we'll be fine. Oh dear! If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am an idiot. Please don't adjust your. Well, please adjust your standards. Don't adjust your sets. Header trailer. Good enough. Let's see if we can get the header onto the header trailer. This is the next big issue, because, I mean, it is me. Header onto the header trailer. Okay, good progress being made today. Good progress so far. Nearly wiped it out completely, though. Right. Header trailer. Attached. And the hydraulics. And away we go! Perfect. Magnificent. Right, this time we're actually going to get up to the field. In a shock twist. With all of the lights in the world, we are super beacony. We have excessive amounts of beacons. Do you know what? If they don't see all the beacons, they can see the hazards too. Right, let's get up here. I have every orange light on this combine and trailer turned on. We are extra high vis. Speaking of high vis, anybody remember the truck? If you don't remember the truck, you're not going to forget it. Something tells me you're not going to be able to forget it once you see it. Can I put the class on the server? I guess I could. The headache truck, how could that be forgotten? Yeah, I think I need to make it a bit less headachy, to be quite honest. As funny as it is, it does give me a headache. Where's the field entrance? There it is. If you haven't seen the truck, yes. There's the headache. There we go, in the field first time. I reckon you get I reckon you'd struggle with a 20-foot bale trailer, honestly. I don't think the map is Dave friendly. It totally is. Just ignore my magnificent turning circles. See, look, perfectly Dave friendly. Zero issues. Yeah, as things say, things are pretty good. Apart from the fact that I barely slept last night for whatever reason. Things are good. Let's go! Let's go! I'm kind of fine dropping straw. There we go, that's the header trailer. Nice and neatly out of the way. You had the same problem as well? Yeah, I don't know what it was with me. I just could not sleep. You know, I was tired, I just didn't sleep. I'm gonna need to rejig off my monitor in a second. By the way, for those of you who weren't here, or weren't in Discord last night, I actually bought the 2070 after the stream. It's due here tomorrow, and I'm actually not quite sure what's gonna happen after that. Because I remembered only today actually, that I completely forgot that the 2070 doesn't have a DVI port, which is what I'm running one of my monitors off. So I'm gonna be single monitor for the weekend. And Monday and potentially Tuesday. I do have one ordered, but it's not due here until Tuesday or Wednesday. Wiring off HDMI. I don't have any HDMI cables, I don't think. Although I may resort to that if I have a port on the back of one of the monitors that can deal with it. Best case scenario is one of them can actually deal with DisplayPort. But I got a DVI to DisplayPort adapter on the way. Hello, Alexander. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So let's get this harvesting done and dusted. We can make a metric butt ton of money out of oats. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Isn't too good of a quality port. Yeah, but it's the best that, at the very least, the AOC monitor can deal with. It's slightly better fidelity than HDMI. Anything new on the mod hub? Not when I checked. Doesn't mean there isn't anything, it's just my check didn't show anything new. I might have put something up since then though. Just gonna get this bit down here that I missed because I was busy rejigging my monitor so I could actually see things. No new mods. I heard that Welker Farms is in testing. And I'm gonna get in here nice and early before people start asking. No, I'm not gonna play Welker Farms. It's not a map that I think suits Farm Sim. I don't think it plays, or it would play particularly well. I've not played it myself, but I don't think it'll play particularly well, so it's not a map that honestly grabs any interest from me whatsoever. It doesn't really command much interest because it's not something I'm interested in. Hey Kirk, how you doing today, dude? So it's what, Thursday today? Tomorrow is going to be flight sim stream. And I have scenery for everything tomorrow. Ooh. I have scenery for the area we're flying through. I generated some ortho last night. Generated it correctly this time. Been having arguments with it trying to figure it out, and I think I finally figured it out. Hey Liam, you doing good? How about me? I'm doing very good. It'll play well for people who like... It is, yes. Excuse me, Sim, I think you'll find they're called Ground Clouds TM. Which of course is an issue. It's pink and green and blue and orange, and gives me a headache if I get too close to it. I need to do some repainting to that truck. John Deere color? No! No. In fact, is there a workshop? There's a workshop at the yard. Let's go fix the truck right now so that it doesn't give me a headache anymore. About class colors? No, I have a color scheme in mind. I have a very, very good color scheme in mind. I think this is perfect. I'm calling this... I know the game's calling this color Deutzfahr, but I'm going to call it Overgreen. Because it is just a bit too green. Perfect. See? You can't but see this now. It is impossible to not see this truck in its beautiful overgreen paint scheme. Hey Chad, how's it going? It's going good. Going good. I've repainted the truck so it doesn't give me a headache. Right, that was a bit of lag. There we go. This class Mega works pretty nicely. Safest truck on the streets, and it's not headache inducing. I'm crazy. Welcome Liam, you must be new. I don't see the point in doing stupid things for the sake of being stupid. I see the point in doing stupid things with like equipment that'll actually work correctly. Combine, yeah, the Combine is basically the perfect size. Yeah, Alexander, I don't know what caused that. The stream was great last night, the MP stream. You should join me next time, Guts. That is, an interesting map to play multiplayer on. It's for sure interesting and different. Biggest you had was the 790. Field boundaries in the map for Fubar. On this map? Nathan? Nathan, we have a complaint. Not this map. The Tyrolean Alps, they're completely Fubar. Marwell. Some of them are a bit dodgy, yeah, but that's down to the way the game sees things. Field 18 is just as yeah, some of the fields on Marwell are a bit borked. Speculate going. You know this as I try to cheat. Fair enough, Sim. Hello, Addy Boo. At least you're not mixing me and Landy up yet. There is a fun problem with this class, Mega. I'm gonna just real quick point this problem out. It's bigger than the Bison, the default in-game Bison. It's also cheaper than the default in-game Bison. You can make money by selling the Bison and buying the Mega. Hey, Adam Farmer, how you doing today, dude? Also, I've not given this GPS because this is the pre-1994 model I'm using. Which, there's no visible difference between the pre- and post-1994 models, just the one after 1994 has a slightly bigger engine. See, there's a Renault truck at the shop. Surprised Jans didn't notice it. Yeah. Bison could be an old collectible, I guess. Let's get this backed up to the truck for unloading reasons. Pre does have steering guidance though. Yeah, but I'm still not going to use GPS because it noise swapster and I kind of find that funny. Sporting my candy. More like this was the first t-shirt I grabbed after the initial t-shirt that I thought was really funny got wet when I so I don't think I told this story yesterday. So before I got my hair cut, I washed my hair in the shower because I got it done here at home, and there was an interesting little problem in the yeah, he does actually. He's been around here a few times. There's an interesting little problem I ran into where the shower head decided to flip and face outwards, blasting my leg, my slipper, and as I found out when I went in to double check that the clothes that I'd brought down for my shower afterwards were dry, basically all of my clothes. So the outfit that I had planned got abandoned, and I just came up and grabbed like the first t-shirt I could find, which was the Tipperary jersey. And a couple of like some socks that I still haven't put on, and underwear. The tracksuit pants that I brought down were dry, perfectly fine, so they got one. That said, this combine is comically actually quite large for the fields, as it turns out, because it's not even going to get 2 fills out of this. Hello, Aaron. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. If you're enjoying, by the way, guys, hit the like button. Show YouTube you're enjoying the stream. Because YouTube doesn't seem to care about my channel. Get those likes up so YouTube might actually care about me again. And if you're really enjoying, you can hit the subscribe button and offset the hilarious amount of subs YouTube is stealing from me. I'm doing good. Hey, Brian. This is what I look like when I just grab clothes. Also, when I get my haircut. Spent 3 hours setting up the streams and setting up MP after the stream yesterday. Nobody's joined since. Alexander, that's what happens. Is people only ever join when I'm streaming, and even then, very few people join. It's frustrating, because, like, I want to have the server there for everybody to play on whenever they want to play some multiplayer, but nobody ever goes on it. Right side, nobody ever goes on it, so it doesn't get griefed, but, I mean... Just kind of sat there. Yeah, Alexander Lewis is now a mod on Discord, so that he can shout at me for any multiplayer issues. Or for you to mess around with. Yeah. I don't mind people hopping on and, like, derping about, but to be fair. Just kind of sucks that it's sat there most of the time doing nothing. Still downloading the map? Seriously? Didn't think it was that big of a map. I did, by the way, for tomorrow's flight sim stream, and there will be a flight sim stream, even if it means I need to get my laptop out. I did get a new plane last night as a reward for being able to afford the 2070, I guess. I don't know. I bought myself a Beechcraft Bonanza because I've been wanting a Bonanza for bloody months. Been wanting one for a while, so I figured I might as well get one now. And I gave it 2 relatively quick test flights just before the stream. One of them in a livery that I made up in about 5 minutes. I'm relatively happy with how the livery turned out. Probably another generation sim. I think it'll be fine for another generation of cards. Because, like, I skipped out on the 1080 and I went straight to the 2070. Just because there was no way I was going to try and even afford a 2080. If and when I get a job that pays well, I will build a beastly PC. Because, you know, gaming's my hobby and all of that. I don't mind throwing money at it. But, yeah, for now I gotta make do with what I can realistically afford. And afford to budget for. Is that the Combine empty? Please tell me the Combine is empty. Yeah, Sim. I spent oats are selling at Meadow stores. I spent like 700, the better part of €700 on the 2070 yesterday. However, I didn't just get like your bog standard, hey, this is a graphics card 2070 reference card. No, I bought the Strix overclocked one, the absolute best 2070 you can get. So I should be I should be able to crank out some power with that. Yeah, I hate Bitcoin because it's ruined the graphics card market. Also because I had a decent opportunity to mine some when it was worth like less than $1 a coin, and I could have made a fortune off Bitcoin. Meadow stores is this one. These are Nvidia prices. They're still artificially inflated by the Bitcoin miners. Yeah, I'll eventually learn English, guys. I promise. The Bitcoin miner. Lack of competition as well. I think AMD are putting up some good competition, but it's just Nvidia seem to like ripping people off, unfortunately. I am a big fan. Okay, real talk for a second. Real talk. I am a big fan of this truck. It's so bloody useful. And he doesn't have a high-end card to compete with Nvidia. I guess, yeah, they need to bring out kind of a Ryzen style card. It's artificial inflation. There is no natural price increase there. That's all artificial, all fake. Whether it's Nvidia ripping people off to get money, or so, hey, Evil Scots, whether it's Nvidia ripping people off or the Bitcoin miners ripping everybody off, there is artificial inflation there. This truck is really good. I know that it's the loudest truck in the world and the interior isn't perfect. You know, there's stuff that I change with it. But it's a really, really good truck. Both objectively, in that it functions perfectly, and subjectively, in that it's just something that is very easy to like and it looks good in a surprising amount of colours, because even in this ridiculous green it looks good. It's double the specs of my 980. It's comical. Hey, Morin. Bit of a rebrand for yourself? That would explain why I have no idea who you are. And they're releasing new cards or announcing at the end of the month. Yeah, the only reason, Woodshed, that I went with the Nvidia card... Oh, Lyle Morin. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I know. The only reason I went with the Nvidia card is because it's a known entity and it'll definitely work with my processor. Because I've got a bit of an older processor, and in the form of the 4790K, and there's always a bit of a concern with me that it wouldn't mesh nicely with an AMD card. And I'm doing good. Dealing with my problems quite nicely, in fact. For example, I've been up before noon most days in the last 2 weeks. Let's just park you up here. Hey, FS Legend. Long time no see. Could have sworn you were around recently, dude. Right, I need to do something with the bales now, because they're actually in the way. And you're known for having a ton of issues at release as well. Well, from what I've been hearing, the 20 series cards do have issues as well. Meadow making your game crash? Meadow isn't doing it. One of the mods you have installed on Meadow is. Check your log. Check your log file. Odds are it'll tell you. Where's Minty? Minty! Come here, Minty. I have some bailing for you to do, you Minty boy. Tracy is the memory module problems that launch the brick cards, yeah. That's why you should never buy cards on launch day or for a couple of months afterwards. I think they've got most of the memory modules sorted now. So I'm a lot happier to... Can I... Okay, you want to attach over here. Can I put on the PTO, please? Oh, where do you want me to put on the PTO? Over here as well. And do you have, You do not have hydraulics. AMD had driver problems with the rate. AMD usually have driver problems. AMD's problems are usually either drivers or heat issues. It's a bit of a shame that they do, because their cards, in terms of pure specs, are usually quite good value for money. Much better value for money than an Nvidia card, but Nvidia cards tend to traditionally have a bit more power. Much the same as the AMD versus Intel thing. AMDs tend to give you more bang for the buck, but Intel tends to be just that bit more power. Except for maybe Ryzen. Ryzen does seem to be making a huge difference for AMD. Yeah, Intel performance has dropped since the whole there's a major design flaw in our BIOS for CPUs that is very exploitable thing was released or announced, or whatever way you want to phrase that. So let's get this straw bale up. I'm going round bales on this map as well, just for reasons. Do I play a new Bartelshagen? No, I do not play a new Bartelshagen. Why do I not play on that map? Is that one of the maps that has just super square fields? Strikes me as... The name to me says it has square fields, and I'm not sure if that's just me thinking it does or me remembering it does. Because I have a vendetta against maps with overly square fields. For those of you just joining, by the way, this is Minty, the tractor that has no working brakes. It stops as and when it wants to, regardless of when I hit the brakes. It's nice to turn here and there, yeah. I mean, I get why so many maps are coming out with perfectly square fields. They're super hard worker friendly, but they're not interesting to me. Big squarish fields, yeah. Even if they're squarish, I usually count them as square. Like, give me fields like on this map where they're weird and wonderful and wonky sizes and shapes. Don't give me a map that was made in Tetris. Yeah, maps that are made in Tetris are fine, but they're not for me. In fact, if you're on console, you're actually probably going to want a map that was made in Tetris. Unless you want to do like 90% of the work yourself. Just not the kind of maps that I can find myself getting into. For the most part. I have liked maps in the past with square fields. Back in 20 minutes. Fair enough, Alexander. I think I've actually made my sound quality better on my headset mic, because I've had to, out of pure annoyance at me constantly bonking it when I was in the front panel, I put it into the rear panel of my USBs, and now it seems to have slightly higher sound quality just coming through the headset, which is an interesting issue. I got the class round Baylor? No, because it's not on the mod hub or FSUK. I'm basically just using the mod hub and FSUK at this point, Moran. I'm done promoting the dodgy sites, so I'm just gonna stick with quality over quantity. Makes my life easier looking for mods. Makes my life easier troubleshooting problems. But it should be right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right there, actually. Makes sense. But this is just the feed from the mic to the headphones itself. Grass okay and Field 2 on the MP server. I mean, if it's not, we can always just reseed it. How many mods are on FSUK? Yeah, most of them go to the mod hub now. Most of the guys that were on FSUK just go straight to the mod hub. Which is a bit of a shame, because I remember back in FS13 those days when FSUK was God King above all others when it came to mod sites. And now it's just like, yeah, there's a mod on FSUK this month. FSUK, or FS13 was the golden era of FSUK. FS15 was the beginning of the end for it. Modding Central, Sim, that site is gone. Completely. Mod Central's gone. Just finished studying chemistry, very nice. Organic or inorganic? Interesting mod coming out for 17 soon. I have literally no interest in 17 anymore. I burnt out so... Oh, both. Very nice. I burnt myself out so badly on 17 that I just... I can't even bear to think about it. If you enjoy playing 17, that's fine by me. I just can't. Why did that get... Oh, I know I got pinged. Woodshed, apparently saying FSUK, annoys YouTube slightly, because it misreads it. You're down to 13 this morning? I've not been on an old farm sim for months at the very least, and I just... I can't. I really can't. In my head, they're like done and gone, and I've played all I can play. Apparently now till course play when it's over and under great. Ah, fun. That is an interesting. Also something that I didn't know. Oh. Can you guys tell I didn't sleep well last night? Totally not yawning. Am I getting Black Sheep Modding's new forestry machine? How much forestry do you think I do, Evil Scotsman? Like, the answer is no, not because I don't like Black Sheep Modding or I don't like the machine, it's because I don't like forestry. I don't find it all that fun. I hope that the people who do like forestry enjoy the machine, but I mean, what is it, first of all? Because I have no idea what it is. What is it? If you tell me what it is, then I might be able to give a better answer then. If you're saying, like, no, this machine did forestry and put it to a field. Is it a skidder? Is it a... If it's an excavator, I'm definitely giving it a download, because I love me excavators. Super useful for, dealing with manure. Do I have Facebook? Yeah, facebook.com/Rainbow Dave. Or could be Rainbow Dave Gaming, I'm not sure. Go down to the description, there should be a link to the Facebook page there, Scotsman. Or you can send it to, you can like tweet it at me or send it. Do you know where the best place is? Honestly, is Discord. If you join the Discord, you can just like DM or yeah, send me a DM on there or something. Because I always have Discord open. It's on Black Sheep's YouTube. The thing about Black Sheep modding, and this is, I guess, both criticism and complaint in one. It's cheap as you can complain. Why? The thing about Black Sheep that annoys the crap out of me is that he'll like unveil a mod and you'll get really excited for it and then you'll hear nothing about it for 6 months. Like, I've been waiting since FS17 for the skid steer he's working on. Is it a case for a Massey Ferguson skid steer that has a John Deere repaint now for some reason? I've been waiting for that since FS17. It's still not here. Like, it's been a good 6 months now. And I'm just getting really quite frustrated with waiting for a clunky old skid steer that I'm going to love. And use excessive amounts. Yeah, I'm just going to use that excessively much, but I know, because I know I'm going to love it. That's frustrating seeing him, like, working on... Yeah. It's frustrating seeing him working on, like, 17 different mods, and I'm like, I just want the... You just do the... Please, skid... No, that's not a skid steer, that's a skidder. No, skid steer. Skid steer, skid steer, skid steer. And it's frustrating as hell. I'm not complaining that he keeps working on other mods, because that's his prerogative, but it's annoying for me. Am I talking about Black Sheep modding? With that, is it a Massey or Case skid steer that is like identical to a John Deere, so it's now got a John Deere paint job as well? How long are my streams? About 2 hours a piece. For the farm sim at least. For flight sim, as long as it takes me to do anywhere between 1 and 3 flights. Tomorrow's going to be 2 flights. Is it 2 flights? Yeah, 2 flights. But I've got really pretty scenery for those 2 flights. I start... Oh, one of those things. Okay. That's, like, vaguely interesting, but at the same time, no thanks. Somebody just liked... Probably because I was, complaining about Black Sheep taking forever to release that damn skid steer that I want. Because I want that skid steer so badly, and it's so frustrating. He's just working on a million different things instead. All I want is the damn skid steer. He's doing fantastic work with everything else, but it's not the one thing that I want. Oh, the fanboys in your soon. I'm not really complaining. I'm not even complaining because, like, the stuff that he is bringing out, while it's not stuff that interests me personally, it is fantastic quality. Apart from maybe the maps, which are definitely his weak point. The mods in general are really good. But if it's 19 mods as Black Sheep released, there was definitely a skidder and a map. The old streams came out again, and I really wish that map would just get like that name would get retired even, because it's just my opinion, but it's kind of one of those forever maps that people I don't think will give up on until Black Sheep decides the name needs retiring and it's time for him to start working on a different name to map. 5 mods and a map. Yeah. But I know saying that old streams should be retired as a map and a name is potentially a very controversial opinion because so many people love old streams. It's just, I don't mind them making similar maps to old streams. Old streams itself, I think, is it's done a lot of work, and I think it's only fair that it gets to rest now. Charm Valley ever gonna come out? Well, as far as I'm aware, Oxy's now working on that Swiss map for the mod contest. And then after that, me and Landy are gonna start annoying him again for Shamrock, because he will not hear the end of it until we get Shamrock Valley. Big Brood 40... Big Brood... 2 different forestry things... Oh yeah, the fork! Ox is making this map now. Wow. It's the... Yeah, it's the Swiss Future Farm for the mod contest. Do you remember Aggravation was this, like, predetermined mod that you had to make last year? Or 2 years ago. They've swapped that out now with the Swiss Future Farm, where they tell you what farm to make, and you have to make it. And the best person who makes the farm that's been predetermined wins. That gate, the only way I can... I mean, I can use the brakes, but it takes about 5 minutes. Let's unload some bales. Forgotten the control to do this. Alright. Come on. Xbox controls, please. There we go. There we go. Cows and pasture on this map, freezing PC. I don't know. Dave doesn't believe in brakes. I'll have you know that Minty doesn't believe in brakes. Tiny Wheel Boy loves his brakes. Excuse me, what? Okay, I guess I'm only moving one bale right now then. Good Lord, Dan, hello. Hey, SRF. Legs. There. They are present. Let's go down to yes. Oh, that sprayer the other day was amazing. Is this bale just... What is wrong with this bale? Excuse me, physics? Hello? Is am I missing something here? Indy, come help. The fire strap is on. There's no straps. I'm not seeing any straps on. I think you're right though. I think there is a strap just left on for some reason. There was. Perfect. There was actually a strap left on that I couldn't see. Well spotted, Dandelion, because even when you pointed it out, I couldn't see it. Is it an auto loader? Nope. It's Dave does the manual loading loader. Do you know what? Just to avoid me like unloading the trailer and then reloading it with the straw bales, let's do a quick unload on this baler. There we go. That's the trailer unloaded successfully. Right. Get there. Did I attach the hydraulics for the trailer to Minty? I did not. Trailer hydraulics, get attached. I mean, your pit is where I am. Oh, good. It's an interesting way to load a trailer. It's efficient. It's efficient unloading. Why move each bale individually when you can move the trailer as a whole? I have an idea. Do I have the thingy that I want? No. No. Well, in that case, no. Yes! Come here, you cute, adorable little fart. Right, yes, you. Whee! Oh, yeah! Look at the speed of the Kramer. I think this might be more powerful than my tractors, actually. How powerful is the Kramer? 75 horsepower. It's not as powerful as the tractors, thankfully. But it's almost as powerful as the, one of them. I actually agree with you, Nathan. I don't know if you're being serious or joking. But this is the best this is the best front loader in the game. Because you get the joys of the Kramer, yeah. It's got a bit of, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I spy a problem with this. Look at the joystick. Look at the bottom of the joystick. That's not supposed to move. That's supposed to be a stationary bit. I'm blaming Giants for this one. Also, I took a wrong turn. That is comic. It actually moves with the seat, so if I were to intentionally wallop this, you can see that when you crash into something at decent speed, it goes down and it just misbehaves in general. Look at that! Look at the way that it's behaving! It just hovered its way up there a second ago. Of course I took a wrong turn. It wouldn't be me if I actually went the correct direction first time. I mean, let's face it. I have the sense of direction of a mole that gets lost very easily. Bear in mind that moles are naturally blind. Okay, does anything else go wonky with this? Anything else go wonky? No, that's all fine at least. You watch me for hilarious streams, not for serious farming. I think non-farm sim fans would find these streams funny, to be quite honest. Back it up. You resemble me shaming your favorite machine. Why do you resemble me, Simulate? Is it because you were also ugly? Yes. I have done that before, where I was meant to go straight, but I just took a random turn for no good reason. A blind mole that cannot wronged. Spike. Yay! Oh no! Oh no, come back! Get on your side. Haha, I've got it spiked with the thingy. You like the wee Manitou? You like the center pivot? Good lord, I can't stand articulated loaders. They irritate me so much. You just do something real quick. This, and this. There we go. The funny thing is despite how jittery this thing is to drive, and it is very nervous, it's actually quite easy to load bales with it. It's handy for a tight yard like this one. Or handy to stack with. This is even better, honestly, because it's super small and it does extend out like a decent amount. Whatever happened to the map Sim was making? He slept. Sim has these ideas and then he goes to bed and he's like, nah. Or he went to Nando's instead or something. Oh, sorry, McDonald's. He legitimately complained to me and Landy the other night that we should be glad we don't drive, because he got it into his mind that he needed to go to McDonald's at 4 in the morning. And because he drives, he can actually do that if he wants to, and has in the past. There have been times on TeamSpeak where Sim's just run off to McDonald's at 3 in the morning because he wanted a burger. That's a pay-per-view exclusive occurrence. Speaking of Simulate, you watching on Sunday night? Sim is a silly goose. Yes. Yes, AEW. Looking forward to. I'm genuinely looking forward to that. Because it's new. This is a bank holiday. Ooh, that kind of sucks then. Do you not also, now that I remember, have that your mate's birthday thingy on? Excuse me, Bale. Could you let me load the Bale? Thank you, Bale. You're next. We love him somehow. He is a fool, but he is a funny fool. What I find particularly funny is if you watch his videos, he tries to pretend like he's not an idiot. I was just okay. I'm talking to a bale about a bale while bailing. Ooh. Can I fit another one on? Well, yes, I can definitely fit another one on this side here. Ow, 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 ow. I gave myself a dead leg. So, yeah, Sim tries to be very professional, and then you get me just screeching about bales being annoying. I wonder how many... Sim tends to be very professional, then you get Dave. I just screech about things being annoying. I wonder how many bales I can fit on this trailer. Just like the epitome of Dave being an idiot. Immediately. Me and Sim doing an MP series like on episode 15? Probably not, because times just do not match up. Sim is a very busy girl, and I am a princess of Nigeria. And being a princess of Nigeria takes a lot of my time to do princessy things. That would be kind of cool, actually, Sim. Simulate is an ice cube salesman, a door-to-door ice cube salesman, who also dabbles in occasional door-to-door door sales. Multiplayer is the best of playing Voltra. That was really good. When bugs make brilliance happen. Is Yanis here? Yanis is always lurking. Imagine being told you're in charge of Undertaker's flames. Yeah, we've seen what the excitement can do to some people, Sim. Like that time that one dude set the Undertaker on fire. Do you remember that? Where, dude set off the flames at the wrong time and the Undertaker caught fire. Simulate is... Yeah, what do you think he uses as a cover for the biscuit theft investigations? Door-to-door door salesman. It's the perfect cover. Oh dear. Poor Taker. Just keeps getting set on fire. There we go. A scout's door? No, no, no. If it was a scout's one, he'd be a door-to-door thief. Remember you. I remember very little, Matt Boy. One of the many things that I've forgotten is who you are, I'm afraid. I am sorry. If it makes you feel any better, true story, I bought a 2070 yesterday. Didn't occur to me until today, because I'd forgotten, that both my monitors have only DVI, and the 2070 has only DisplayPort. Both my monitors are currently running off DVI, so I need to buy an adapter for DisplayPort, which I have done, but I'll be running a single monitor for a few days. So if ever you feel insulted by me forgetting you, just remember that I forget actually important things too. Like, I forget seriously vital information for a lot of stuff, actually. I think I released 3 episode 4s once as well down the line. At one point, I got really confused and had 3 episode 4s in a row. Breaking this field in straw with the Ursus at the moment. Very nice, JS. Is the Ursus minty? Have you got your own minty? Because that is clearly the superior colour for the Ursus. Which I've just remembered I need to once I got this done, I need to do some work to the Ursus. Hello, DMF. It's fine. Some people get really offended when I forget them, and I'm just like, I barely remember. I don't remember how old I am, for goodness sake. Every time somebody asks, I'm like, I have to do maths now. Xeris is a front loader? I don't believe so. Send me a video. I was wondering why my phone just went off in my pocket. Just actually want to check real quick. Anything? Oh dear. A 5? Probably. For as much as I can remember, probably. What is my YouTube name? Frederico Fandangolango the Third Jr. Wait, there's a... Why did Wopster not tell me this shortcut? Hello, winning player. I must say, I'm impressed with both the fact that I've actually managed to get this many bales onto the trailer, and also how wonky they look. Like, this is my idea of the perfect double whammy. There's a lot of bales on the trailer, and none of them are correctly on. It just looks like... That one grass bit at the back looks like it's got 2 straps on just in desperation to try and hold it on. Minty? I'm not on the latest version. My stacking... It's the first time in months that I've actually done something right when stacking. Now guys, I have a very serious question. Shall we do a proper unload of these bales or a speedy unload of these bales? Do we want correct unload or speedy fast boy? Got the version from May 14th. I don't know what version I've got. Do I know when the old Massey Ferguson Classic can we have for 19? I don't know. Correct speedy fast unload boy. Dave unload, speedy, speedy. Speed save the world. Silver, do you have any idea what the speed unload even entails? Everybody wants a speedy unload. Okay. Let's get this into the position. That'll do. Let's... Hang on a second. What the hell has happened to this strap? Oh dear. Oh dear. I seem to have broken one. So, remember to detach me? No, Minty is there as the counterweight. Right. Oh, I smell something delicious for dinner. I think it might be burgers. It's either burgers or spag bol, and frankly, when the mince is being sweated, it smells like burger, so very difficult to tell. Right. You load your bales and tippers, you open the back door and tip them. Yeah, that works too. That is another efficient unload. Right. And unload. This did not work. When Sim next streaming? Hopefully when I'm not. What? There we go. See you, Dandelion. Never say I can't do something. If you say I can't do something, I'll find an even more ludicrous way to do it. Right, now I need to do a bit of work on Minty. Not with, on. Minty needs a bit of a repaint. Right. Room color can be... Yes. And this can go... Yes! Minty! New and improved Mega Mint. Right, does this have anything to attach? I don't think it does. Let's see why it would. Shame I can't make the roof yellow. Yeah, that is true. Hello, Hayden. Minty looks like a packet of fruit pastilles. Can it stop going up it? Yeah, I mean, if I stop accelerating, it does stop eventually. Like, I'm putting in no input and it is slowly coming to a stop. It's just the brakes aren't very good. They're made of chewing gum and hope, seemingly. So, you know, they're not the most reliable thing in the world. Alright, let's get cultivatoring. Speedy! There we go. Perfect. For the ones they had in FS15 MP, I don't think we ever had anything quite this ugly in FS15 MP. But I think it is a similar model to the one that we had in the multiplayer, yeah. Old Ursus are very reliable. I mean, a lot of the old Soviet equipment was very reliable, mainly because it was literally just made out of solid steel. Because that was the cheapest material they could get their hands on. Like, they were all made as cheaply as possible with as little machining as possible and as many spare parts as possible. So even if they did break down, you probably had enough in a garage or in a farm shed to build half the tractor again. Such was the way that farming worked in the Soviet Union. That's why all the Soviet tractors, if you look at them, they all look very similar from the 70s and 80s. They're all kind of vaguely similar looking and the same levels of ugly. It's honestly because they were probably made with the same machines, just put together slightly differently. Welcome back, Alexander. You better tractors from that part of the world? Yeah. Like, zero disrespect to the Soviet tractor makers. I make fun of them a lot for being utilitarian and very basic tractors, but really, do they need a million fancy bits and pieces to be good tractors? No, they need to work. As the joke went in the multiplayer, is tractor, is work. Well, Soviets actually cared about. His tractor, his work, his no need fancy bit. Why have you got plastic there? You don't need plastic. Make solid steel weld on replacement. But Vladimir is wheel. Weld on replacement wheel, Sergei. But Vladimir, it will not fit. No, Aiden, last I checked, it was on MD11F between, actually just southwest of Ireland, heading to Cologne. Is probably actually currently in Cologne in Germany, if not already on another plane. That's why I love that series. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, Stalin. What is love? Stalin. Oh dear, that's a bit dark. Soviet engineering does work? Yes, good. Will last, maybe. Only one way to find out if last. Send into missile range. We will tow missile with tractor. If can tow missile 3 kilometer through 5 hectare of mud, will last. We just take a minute to appreciate how good that accent is. What? My fake Russian accent is terrible. It is at least consistent. Hey Aaron, how you doing today? In my eyes, the most important thing about doing a fake Russian accent is kind of getting the speech back. That accent is better from the Russians. Greek dude, you have never heard somebody from West Kerry. I don't know what language. Like I know they're trying to speak English, but it is. Shall we say? Where is that? Ireland, the west coast of Ireland. Like somebody from West Kerry, or even West Cork, if they've got a particularly strong accent, can be near. It doesn't sound like they're speaking English at times, because they tend to put in sounds that don't actually exist in English into words. And yeah, you kind of need to get used to hearing them. Because I used to go on holiday to West Cork as a child. Pretty much every year we had a caravan down by the seaside there, and because of that, I can understand like West Cork and West Kerry very easily. Christina outside Oma. Tyrone is bad in general, to be fair, Moran. Like, no disrespect to people from Tyrone, but that accent, if it's particularly strong, is very difficult to understand. Tip accent's just as bad to me. Most accents are just as bad. Like, a very strong accent can become very difficult to understand. And, I'm, I guess, lucky in terms of YouTube that my accent is, it's fairly neutral. It's not, like, it's not overpoweringly Irish. It's not like fiddly potatoes or something like that. You know, it's there, but it's not indecipherable from yeah, I actually don't have much of an accent. That's kind of my point. Like it's Irish, but it's generically kind of everywhere in Ireland Irish. Kind of not even Midlands, just kind of there. Which is great because everybody can understand me, but you know there are accents that just bleh. Oh, Glasgow people are terrible to try and listen to. Oh my god. Let me tell you that. You are. You tell you that I'm gonna. You what? Those are the mans that almost make new languages, for example. In your region, you cut the last Irish words when you speak. Scottish people in general. Scottish people in general are quite easy to listen to, I find. Down around the kind of borders region down by Gretna Green, their accent is kind of generically Scottish, but it's not like Billy Connolly extreme Glaswegian accent. It's like you can tell they're Scottish, but you can also understand them. Hey, Jim says today's random topic of conversations. Try Welsh. No, because I'd just be offensive. It's easier hearing my accent and way of speaking to UK people. There was actually research done. This is a true fact. There was actually research done into like ways to learn English. And it turns out that one of the best places in the world, if not the best place in the world to learn English, is Ireland. Because our accents are like we accentuate almost every vowel, consonant, and like we actually use the letter R, unlike the English, and we don't have weird spelling like the Americans. But apparently the Irish accent is one of the best for learning English from. Because... I knew Hayden would react to that. But no, apparently the Irish accent is one of the best to learn English from, because... it's like so neutral in the range of English, in the range of like the Anglosphere, the people who speak English. The Irish accent is so neutral that if you can understand an Irish accent, you can understand almost everything. Especially if it's a relatively neutral accent like mine. It just... like, I've kind of taught myself in a way to speak with... I've taught myself how to speak. Well done, Dave. I've taught myself a way of speaking that is pretty natural now, that just kills my natural accent, or what I would have as a natural accent, because I kind of like the non-accent that I have. You learned English better by watching TV, not from school. Yeah. Is this the small boy? No, this is Minty. This is Minty the custard cream. I bet you mean, oh god, I bet you mean accent. You're the third sexiest accent in the world. Who on earth is Minty? This Ursus. Minty! YouTube helped a ton. Kind of... I always find like... hearing words that you know in context, said by somebody who actually naturally speaks the language, is just so much easier to learn stuff from. Romantic music plays, oh yes. That's some kind of, yes, Minty custard cream. It is about as ugly as you can get this thing to look, but I love it. Thought it was a Zeta crystal. No, it's an Ursus. I actually was talking about this earlier, Hayden. A lot of the Eastern European tractors were made pretty much in the same factories and just kind of had different brands slapped on them. They had mostly the same machining, almost identical parts, and were just kind of put together slightly differently. So that's why I will say Ursus and Zeta look slightly different, or so similar, and why Belarus, or Belarus, or whatever you want to call them, they've got some fairly similar looking tractors to this as well. It's just the way things worked. Yeah, same-ish design, just variations on, like, this is tractor design number 6. You will vary this design slightly for your branding. However, this is tractor design number 6. Is the only tractor allowed to be made in your factories this year. These are parts. This is machining for parts. Here you go. Make tractor. What's my lawyer name? Overgreen. Oliver Overgreen. That accent, though. Your main account on the gaming site you use was hacked. That sucks. How will you play online poker now? Where's Oliver? There is Oliver Overgreen. Oh, he's in here. Overgreen! That is painfully green. You've had that account for over 10 years? That really sucks. Like, I know that I'm making jokes about it, but it does suck. Your poor, poor RuneScape account. If it was RuneScape, oh my god. Just generic game from 10 years ago. It actually was RuneScape. Oh god. I've not played RuneScape since I was in college. And even then it was just for the sake of having something to do on my crappy laptop that couldn't play much. Hey, VF. That only comes out at night so they can see from space. I mean, it's not the kind of truck that you'd miss driving down the road, to be fair. Like, it's a safety truck. I don't know why they paint the safety trucks yellow and orange when they could just go over green. PS4 is making more noise playing Farm Sim than your little laptop. Yeah, mine gets more angry making terrain for generating terrain. I don't make it. Good grief, I'm not actually talented at something. Suggestions? What kind of map are you looking for, Brody? You looking for small, medium, large, something for small tractors, big tractors, in the middle tractors? Something that's just evil? Because I can give you a map that is just plain evil. I think I can think of a map for pretty much any situation at the moment. The one I was playing yesterday, yeah, that is an evil map. I like that map. It's incredibly pretty as well. Some of those maps are like the form is much better than the function, I think. In terms of playability. Works fine. Contact the support guy, send a piece of info, links to the account, so in the event they change the email address, the account is linked to, they can track it that way. Very nice. Thing on going big, you're just finishing New Witcher. I mean, if you want to go big, you're looking at kind of Marwell or Oakfield. That's kind of the range you're looking at there. I know that the Welker map is in testing at the moment. I don't know if that's gonna... all due respect here to Mapper's Paradise, I say this to everybody, including Oxy. I don't think it's going to pass first time. I think it's going to be a bit of map tennis between Giants and Mapper's Paradise for a little bit. Just while some rough edges get ironed out. But, yeah, if you want to go big, maybe be a bit patient and play like Marwell or Oakfield as a temporary map and then go on to Welker, which is definitely big. Yeah, Dusty Cove, watching from Dagon, is out for 19. No, not yet. I think Dusty's going to work on it. I kind of wonder if Dagon ever had the fixed version of Dusty Cove, because there was a minor issue with the mod contest version that I fixed on behalf of Dusty and put it on my server with his permission. Ventomino, like, I want Ventomino so bad! I'm looking forward to that map so much. Like, absolutely Dusty's best work. And my... I think Ventomino might actually be my all-time favorite Farm Sim map, just because the series that in it is one of my favorites. Craving some bigger machinery. Yeah, go with Oakfield just for a change. You can always come back and do Meadow Grove at a later point. You don't have to play only the new maps. You're not a YouTuber, Brody. You're kind of lucky in that way. You can play whatever you want when you want. I kind of have to stick with what's popular, and Meadowgrove's doing well for me, so that's why you guys might have noticed the Oakfield kind of has been eased off on the channel slightly. Meadowgrove's doing much better. Am I live on Twitch? No. I don't really stream on Twitch. I'm planning... Is he a Greek dude? I'm planning to do some Twitch streams in the future. That won't be until I get number 1, the 2070, which will be hopefully arriving tomorrow. That's currently in Germany. Contemplate about everything you're so undecided. I'm the same way. But then when I do make a decision, it is the only way things get done. I will say though, when I do the Twitch only streams, they will not be farm sim. Farm sim is... And I mean this in the nicest possible way, it's something that I play only on YouTube, and the only reason... New toy order, is it? Yes, I ordered it last night. It's on its way from... well, it is in Germany currently. It was in Germany about an hour ago. It's on its way from California, actually. About 10 miles outside Los Angeles. Not too far from Bakersfield. ATS fans will know where on earth I am referring to here. Not too far outside Bakersfield. And it's on an MD, or was on an MD-11F, which is... I love MD-11s. I absolutely love MD-11s. I love any trijet, and I'm so glad that my 2070 got to be on a trijet. We're gonna do some mowing just because, basically. I'm gonna make some pit silage out of it, I think. Yes, super useful camera angle there. Thank you, game. You're just giving me black. Oh yeah, I need to move those bales as well at some point. It is silage time. It is silage time in real life. So I suppose this kind of makes sense. You report me for graphics card stalking? Is it stalking if it's my own card that I'm looking for? Which airport started off in the UK? Ontario, California. Seemingly it didn't... I thought it would go through LAX, because there was a flight to Louisville not too long after it left the California thing, but it went to Ontario, California first, made its way to Louisville from there. Louisville was loaded onto the MD-11F, and it's been sent to Cologne. Hey, Skull Team! You're drawing in the silage Monday, very nice. So Hayden, you were correct in your guesses last night. With Ontario being one of them. It's snowing in the west. Not in LA. I know there's severe flooding in like Iowa or Idaho. One of the ice states. I can't remember which one exactly. Because I was on the UPS website with the tracker on it. Yeah, it literally does not snow in California. How much money have I got in game in America? UK money? What? How much? Do you mean how much did I spend on the graphics card? About 650, 660 euro. You're in SoCal. Bear in mind, that's not just for a reference card 2070, that's for the Strix 2070 80C. That's the absolute top 2070 you can get. That is the power beast of all the 2070s. Because when I buy things, I don't buy the cheapest thing. Especially if it's PC component. I buy what I judge to be the best, and a 2080 was just out of my price range. Just too expensive. So 2070 it was, so I decided to go top of the line. Hello! I'm trying to decide if that's Russian or just plain Eastern European. Man with a Cyrillic name. Nikolai! Thank you, Yanis. That's how Nikolai is spelled in Russian? That's actually really interesting. Or Nikolai. Nikolai. You're back. Welcome back, Greek dude. Just got informed that even 40 kilometers here. It's raining, so no spraying for today. Hey, no, that's good in a way. It saves you a job. The crops aren't going thirsty. But we'll finish up the stream in a few minutes. As Landy Kid is going to be starting soon. To continue his I'm not sure if it's a farewell tour or a screw YouTube tour. I'm really not sure. His tour of YouTube before he gets a job in. Oh, sorry, Laundry Kit. Laundry Kit is going live soon. I do apologize. And make sure when you do head over to him, guys, to say hello, Laundry Kit. Not Landy Kid. From Russia, you don't speak English. Do you know what? Despite the fact that you're... None of those... Well, one of those was an English word. Two, actually. Yeah, that's very easy to read as English. I'm actually pleasantly surprised how easy that was to read. Lawn Kid. Probably Google Translate. No, Google Translate wouldn't do that. That's, I think, him knowing English words but not knowing how to spell them. Because that's spelled phonetically. Is it for the French people? The French English thing is very complicated, mainly because it's many wars. All of the wars. My problem in terms of languages is that I don't know many. So if ever you catch me like making fun of language, because I don't know it. And to be fair, I'll make fun of English just as much. But yeah, I just don't know many languages, and the only letters that I understand are Roman letters. Not Cyrillic. And I really wish that I did know Cyrillic or like Greek letters, because they look so interesting. You're too lazy to learn more languages? I want to learn... This is really left field. I want to learn Korean. It looks like such a cool language, and I really would love to learn Korean. I make fun of anything. Yeah, that's true. You sometimes watch me. You have a lot of subscribers to me. You've been subscribed to me for a while, I presume, is what you meant there? Cows are broken on Meadow Grove. Shout at Nathan, not me. Do I know the most languages of words from Greek? Yes. Greek and Latin are the... Well, Greek, Latin, and Proto-Germanic are the three base languages for English. Some words have been taken from French, like boulevard. One or two from Irish, like feast. But the primary basis of the English language is Greek, Latin, and Proto-Germanic. So, Greek, Latin, and German, effectively. Do I move around, or just... I don't have any cows. Let me get a few, so we can see. Excuse me, let me through. Oi, get. Right, where do cow buy? Cow buy? Cow buy. Let's get... Yeah, let's get brown cow. Let's get... this many. Did I? No. About 182,500 euros worth of cows. They do appear to be moving. Cow. Oh no, they've... Oh! Oh, that's interesting. So, Stu, the reason that they statuify, I can actually explain this. It's not a bug with the map, it's a game engine limitation now for some reason. Where if you get too far from the animals, they will just stop loading. So you can see that they're all statues here, but as soon as I get really... Like, this one's a statue, but if I get into the field here like this, they ping into motion again. The game pauses them. You see, look, statues, moving. 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 It's exactly the same as the pig cult, yes. And the problem on Meadow Grove, it seems... The problem on Meadow Grove is that the cow field is so big that the statue moving trigger is actually entirely within the field. So as soon as I hop over this gate, they suddenly become statues. No? Where do they statuify? At what point here do they... Okay, now it's a statue. If I come forward a bit, now they're moving. Statues, moving. Statues, moving. Statues, moving. Statues, moving. Yeah, it's an optimization thing, and it's a game bug, a game engine limitation now. So that's why your cows are statues on Meadow Grove. By the way, is Landy live yet? He should be live by now. I'm gonna finish up at 10 past, regardless. But yeah, he's not broken or just you. Yeah, no, it's for everybody. It's gonna be the exact same for everybody. So feel free to hop into the field and try that out yourself, Stu, to make sure they aren't actually broken. And you can do that with any animal. You can run that same test with any animal. So if you run into an issue where they're inexplicably just all stood in a field doing nothing, just move close with them. And if they move, you know that you're outside of the, I guess, the animation limit for them? I'm not sure what to describe it as. Does work in the middle of the field only? Yeah, there you go. Just when you thought, I'm just an idiot. No, 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 no. 10 past 6 could be. It's an interesting way of merging should and could. I presume that he was running a bit late then, if he said it at 10 past. It's my favourite horse colouring game. Yes! Also, how many cows did I actually buy? Because I wasn't paying attention to numbers there. Oh! So, by just randomly spamming the buy a cow button, I now have 73 cows. It's probably too many cows for this map. What is my favorite color? The one with the pigment. If you're enjoying my annoying Alexander, feel free to hit the like button. See if we can get up to 50 likes for the first time in forever. I'm kind of curious if we can. You have to admit, Alexander, I am very good at giving non-answers. You're choosing that. Are you getting horses on the server? That's not going to end well. It's going to end in a stream where I just steal a horse and run around all stream. Or a 20-minute segment where I try and chase tractors with horses. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting horses, you have to give them comedy names. Like Tonto, El Horseroony, Daenerys, Khaleesi, Queen Cersei, Tesco Value, going to the glue factory. What other names are good for horses? B for Salmon. One of my personal favourite horses. Florida Pearl. That one bint from Game of Thrones. You have 40 horses in your village? Horse named Lamborghini. A horse named Ferrari. Let's crack out the Ferrari. What am I playing with? Tractor. And a mower. And a field. And I guess technically a front loader. Could be argued I'm playing with a front loader right now. No, like keyboard? No, I'm not playing with a keyboard. I'm playing with an Xbox controller, an Xbox One controller. Because my old Xbox 360 controller finally died. What am I doing at the grass? Mowing it? As you can see, look. It is in fact getting mowed currently. That's about as far as I've thought. And what to do with the actual mowed grass is a problem for a future Dave. Get my Xbox 360 controller. That thing lasted so long. PDP Afterglow. That was a cheap-ass controller bought in a second-hand store. Future Beef, Tesco. Glucifer, oh my god. How many horses did you buy? And he's live? That's a strange name for a horse. 3. Buy a 4th and call it Landy's Live. That broke me. That I don't know why I found that so funny. Glucifer is also good. Thank you, Alexander. Oh, dude. If you guys think that I just do this for me, no, I do it because it makes me laugh so much. Oh my god. Oh, I'll be back tomorrow with Flight Sim, hopefully, in theory. I genuinely have no plans for the weekend. Presume I'm not going to stream until like Tuesday. If I do stream, it's going to be a weird and wonky stream because I'm going to need to rig some sort of temporary setup together. Just because I will likely be on one monitor for a few days. But yeah, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe and stuff. Until next time, stay safe and toodles, darlings!